Hey guys, Professor Pat here at Grounded Studios in North Bay, Ontario. I got Crystal Hennefy swearing under her breath. I got King Kramer lying down on his dog bed. I got Adam Janiak right here. And Crystal and Adam, I wanted to do kind of a surprise video. You can see Crystal's glowing, 7 months pregnant, so happy.
Yes.
8 weeks out. You excited for that baby, Crystal?
Yes, very excited.
So guys, not that you knew it until I just turned the camera on, that's why she's so flush, this is going to be for the Rec Success page, the public page,
How cool.
Not even the secret page. And basically, Crystal, how long has Grounded Studios been going?
3.5 years.
3.5 years. You guys are located in North Bay, Ontario, and you were, one of the unique things you did was, you and Adam hired me before you even opened the doors at the school.
Absolutely.
That's correct. We hired you in October, and we opened our doors January 2014.
And, you know, was I helpful negotiating the lease with you?
Very much so.
How else do you think I contributed to opening the school, Crystal?
Redirecting our thought process, so we would be very, very heavy into renovations, and you'd gear us towards other items like paperwork that would need to be completed before opening.
Yeah, the website, search engine optimization, just stuff we hadn't even vaguely considered.
Okay, so we just had the end of our, third year, or, we had our year end. And why don't you just kind of tell us in your words, guys, maybe we'll go with Adam, how has the business scaled? How's it grown in the time since you've opened? You can talk about like what metrics you're comfortable with, but you opened up, you had no students, zero.
Nothing. We unlocked the doors literally on January 2nd and almost had the field of dreams mentality of build it and they will come. We're able to grow quite substantially. I'm comfortable sharing some numbers, but I guess, like the scale, like our first year was over 150% growth. And then we were averaging like 80 to 90% growth per year after that.
So, Crystal, what's been, maybe of the biggest, what's some of the biggest assistance that you get from Rec Success on a consistent basis?
Always having you available for us is number one. So, we might panic about something that's not actually a big deal in the grand scheme of things, and you rewire us or redirect us again towards things that we really need to focus on. So just having you available through text message and phone calls all the time that often run longer than they should and longer than we're paying for, so the value there is tremendous for us.
I think
she doesn't really like me.
I think even as a prime example of what to do, we were here, Pat was here for a seminar January 21st, a year and 20 days after opening, and we had a massive flood. And that night, man, I just felt like if you weren't in our corner, I think things would have changed drastically.
I feel like we would be closed.
Yeah, we would be right now. It was $60,000 to $80,000 damage overnight, literally within 18 hours. Closed for over a week. Even though we had the business interruption coverage with our insurance, man, I always wondered, why do we need this emergency reserve, Pat? I think you're nuts. We could be doing other shit with that money, and we literally used all of it within 3 days to try and get us back open.
Now, so Crystal, there's obviously different components of Rec Success. There's the weekly calls. You're one of the better clients, you're always on it. Now, there's been other things that you've, I think, done and enjoyed through Rec Success. What do you think of, the events that we have? We run one in Toronto every year, we run in Ottawa every year. What's your experience with those events?
So the business summits,
yes,
is what you're referring to. The business summits are really valuable. Although we can often touch on things that we've already talked about, implementing everything in one session is nearly impossible to do. So being able to come in, sit down, collaborate with everyone else that's there, other school owners, other people that are trying to troubleshoot and go through their own motions is invaluable.
Yeah, that networking.
Networking is huge, and the amount of contacts that we've made just through that is very, very big. So we get the information and then we feel inspired. Like, we leave these weekends and we feel super fired up, really engaged and ready to go. We always bring our manager with us as well. So we try to bring a team out there so everybody can hear it and everyone can help to see the vision and follow along that path.
So, you know, we've got our owners boot camp, you know, our owners concentrated event. It's a new event. It's different in the sense it's 4 days, and it's going to be in Orlando at the end of January. You know, are you excited for that event? I know you guys are both going.
We're super jacked. We booked that the first day of the last Rec Success, so we're super pumped.
So, Crystal, here's a question. What's the due date of the baby?
December 8th.
December 8th. So you're prepared to get on a plane, you know, January 21st, January 22nd, so like 5 weeks after the birth of your baby. So
Yep.
Is it fair to say, you know, you really believe in like the Rec Success product?
I do. I think we're going to get a lot of information out of it. It's going to be unlike some of the other summits that we've been to, since it's geared specifically to owners. And at this point, we're going to fly my sister out there, and she's going to help us out with the baby, or, you know, we have multiple options that we can work around this, and instead of creating a problem and not going.
So, Adam.
Yes.
Is it fair to say that you are notoriously cheap?
That's a very fair statement. There's a nickname I won't.
We will not.
We'll refrain from that nickname right now, but I think it suits me well.
So, the fee.
Yes.
Every month.
Yes.
How confident are you it's money well spent?
There's no issue. I have no issue paying. Put it that way.
Yeah, and I mean that if people knew you is saying something.
Yeah.
So, kind of last but not least, Adam.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here today.
Yeah.
And I'm doing an academy visit. So you talk to me once a week, sometimes more.
Yes.
And I mean, you're an affiliate of mine, so I'm here doing seminars. And you guys bring me in, you know, once or twice a year for these academy visits. Talk about these academy visits. You know, as we're doing one today, this is really what I wanted to drill down on with the video.
Yep.
What do you get out of these days?
Man, honestly, I think they're very valuable. We do a number of different things, whether it just be the little bit of an inspection throughout the video or throughout the facility, you know, a different set of eyes. But this morning we had a meeting with our, you know, real estate agent. You know, you're an integral part in acquiring this lease and just reviewing it as another set of eyes. We've had you up here before looking at different properties as well, you know, since, you know, you've opened a number of different locations. So I think these visits, whether it just be like, you know, there's no distractions, we hammer down, we clear our schedule for the day, and it's, to say the least, information overload. And inspiring as well. We try and do, you know, try to space these out, whether, you know, between quarters. So if we're at the Rec Success in March, you know, we try to have you now, you know, in October. We're trying to go to, excuse me, to Orlando in January. You know, we just try to space it out because it's always good to have us, or have someone to hold us accountable for different action items that we say we're going to do. Is
this fair to say, Adam, in your experience, you truly get out of the consulting what you put into it?
Very much. You only get what you put into it.
So, Crystal, you know, sometimes I know you can feel like you're in the hot seat on these academy visits.
Yes.
Do you like them?
I do like them, and I'm sitting here grinning while Adam's talking, thinking about what I actually like about them. And from the beginning of our consulting to now, what I really like is that it's always no bullshit answers. So although there are some times that I want to sit back and say, Pat, just tell me I'm doing a good job, I know that he's telling me what I need to hear and gearing us up appropriately for what's to come. So not sugarcoating things, telling us exactly how it is, and that is so valuable. It's crazy.
It's hard to put a value on it.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, Crystal,
Yeah.
for people that have no affiliation with me, have done no consulting with me, do you think an academy visit would be eye-opening?
I do. Yeah, I absolutely do. If you can properly clear a schedule and get a day where you can just do one-on-one talk about anything, like we've written down a list of things that we wanted to hit up today. We've successfully hit everything up, and I know that there's more to come, on top of just even planning what we're going to be doing for the next year. So tremendous value.
And look
in
at this,
sitting
guys.
down.
There's their master calendar. Look at that. Whoa, whoa, it's big. It's so big. They have everything because they listen, and they succeed because they listen, and they're organized. So, Adam,
Yes.
for clients that are not, or I apologize, for clients that are involved in Rex Success, and they do talk to me every week, would you still recommend an academy visit?
Yeah, that's no brainer.
Okay.
Honestly, like I can't even understand why people wouldn't. Like you often tell us, like, you know, like people always think I think of that dollar figure at the end of the day, and trust me, I can relate to that. I feel like I'm definitely cheap, as Pat has said, in that category. But if someone told you if you had to pay, you know, $10 to make 500 or $50 to make $1,000, like, to me that's a no-brainer.
And those are fair, like,
yeah, man,
returns, right?
Yeah.
Like, so
we've honestly have paid for your consulting, year-round rec visits, like in one day, like with some of the tactics that you've provided us.
So guys, this is Professor Pat. I'm coming at you from North Bay, Ontario. Just a quick recap. There's Adam, the wife Crystal. They weren't married when they opened the school. Ended up getting married. Crystal's 7 months pregnant. You know, Adam's been all over the world with me. He's been to Brazil. We were just in Helsinki for ADCC. We're just in Finland.
Thailand.
Crystal came along. You know, we've been to Thailand. And guys, there's going to be a lot more great to come out of Grandin Studios in North Bay. And I can definitely tell you, especially the other owners going to be in Florida, they've got some big, amazing plans that I know they're going to be excited to share. And I'm excited to share because I've been fortunate enough to play a small part in it all, guys. So from Rex Success, big thanks from Professor Pat, Adam, and Crystal. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you guys.